Welcome to Bike World Garage and welcome back to our Suzuki Hayabusa project bike. Now on this occasion, it's not been my fault that we've been dragging our heels with this one. There's a couple of reasons. We wanted to get it right, by which I don't mean do the full kind of turbo, nitrous, killer death Hayabusa drag race thing, much as that would be quite good fun. The point of this project was to get the most out of what the Hayabusa already is. It's a brilliant long-range sports bike, and so we just wanted to drag a little bit more out of it and enhance the qualities that make a Hayabusa good. With that in mind, what we've aimed to do is get more horsepower out of the standard package, which has required us to unlock the ECU and go in and fiddle around and take all of the restrictions, the throttle body restrictions, all the safety stuff out of it, wake it up, give us the bike that we know is in there. That's taken time because I can't unlock ECUs, I'm not a computer wizard. So we've had a partner doing that, which we'll reveal shortly. But before then, we've got a few bits just in terms of practicalities around the bike, bit of crash protection, obviously the exhaust system from Akrapovic to actually unlock the rest of that power. So today's job is getting the thing ready to then head to the dyno, be unlocked, and then unleash it on the road. First up, we've got a lovely box of boots here from RNG Racing. If you've heard of RNG Racing, it is no doubt because of this stuff, crash protection. Probably the biggest name, if not one of the biggest names in crash protection. RNG make products that you can put on your bike, so if you do drop it or have a lob it down the road, it's not going to make the bike come out immaculate, but it massively reduces the amount of damage on the bike. And kind of their point is that if you fit this stuff, hopefully you'll be able to ride the bike home, so you're not left stranded, you're not left with engine oil pouring out all over the floor. If you're not convinced, we've done some videos crash testing for them, so we have actually taken brand new bikes and crashed them on purpose with this stuff on. You can actually get this stuff for cheapest chips off the internet if you really want, but I'd urge you to think about the engineering behind it. These crash mushrooms go through proper testing. RNG crash test themselves, we do it for them sometimes. That way you know that it's not going to do more damage than it prevents. By which I mean bolts snapping off, damaging engines, smashing into frames. This stuff is going to give your bike the best chance, so it's up to you, but pick a brand name you've heard of and go with them, because that's going to be the best thing for your bike. Before we get to that though, first thing, these are swing arm bobbins. So onto the back of the swinging arm, and they let you use a paddock stand. Helps you when you're fitting other things and exhausts, but it also helps lube the chain, makes it easier to clean the bike. So first job, chuck some of them on, and then we can crack on with the rest of the build. So a lot of these jobs are, kind of nice, simple, do-it-yourself workshop jobs. Most bikes, most modern bikes will have a couple of lugs on the swinging arm ready to accept these swing arm bobbins. Certain stuff, older stuff, you've got to improvise and make your own, but yeah, most modern sports bikes will have something to put these on. I always like to put a little dab of Loctite, which is running out, on the bolt. It's not a safety thing particularly, but it's just really annoying if one of these bolts vibrates out. One down. So next up is a set of RNG tank traction grips. Heat gun here. So these things, they're not kind of like a regular sticker, they've got quite a strong adhesive on them. So you need to warm up the sticker, warm up the adhesive, the wrong side, warm up the adhesive, and warm up the surface you're going to stick it to. Doesn't matter how many years you've been into motorbikes, this is always the best bit. Taking off the big fat heavy silencer, weighing it and then putting a new one on and seeing how much weight you've saved. Well done Suzuki, that passed homologation. It's now done its job. In the bin! 5.6 kilos per silencer. I think we can do better than that. That is a monster exhaust. It's weirdly skinny in places. And in fairness, it does have two silencers, but yeah. Quick, let's weigh it, see what it weighs, 8.05 kilos. About 18 kilos for the full system. That's quite heavy. 10 kilos of that is the silencer as well, which is good news if you just want to chuck a silencer on and save a chunk of weight. get a bit more noise, but looking at these headers, I'm hoping to open that Akrapovic box over there and see some nice, chunky but lightweight headers. Quick, to the unboxing. So that box, with everything in it, all the packaging, all the nuts, all the bolts, and the sellotape, weighs 8 kilos. The same as just the header pipes of the Booster Standard. So we're going to have saved at least 11 kilos. And all the other awesome that goes with it. Look at that! Akrapovic silencer, 2.1 kilos versus 5.6 for the standard one. At less than half the weight, and look at them. Squeeze that fully home in a minute, but that looks exciting. Most exciting bit. Signs are going on. It fits. That is an improvement. Are we going to put all the bodywork back on and finish it? No, heck, we're going to start out now and rev the tits off it. Now the Hayabusa's got some soul. Right, quick, to the dyno, make it fast! Go! Just because he can't let me have the glory, brother's turned up. Mainly because the last time we were drag racing together, he wanted in on the Hayabusa. So he's turned up, he's doing tail tidy for me.
Having a little play in the garage. Broken all my cars, so I thought I'd come play with some motorbikes.
Break the motorbikes instead. Between us, we have 5 cars, and between us, all 5 of our cars are broken. We have some very sad wives. Sorry. Yeah, so just pulling the RNG bits out of the packet. Fitting instructions are on a barcode there, which, yeah, super detailed. Actually, real good illustrations on how to dismantle the fairing panels off the bike without snapping them, which is quite important. And then, yeah, I'm just going to go through now. It's got a step-by-step diagram of how to get it all fitted, which is much better than just getting a box of bits and a prayer. So the reason for all this bracketry is this is what's called a no drill kit. So you don't obviously want to be drilling holes in your fairings that you're trying to protect. So this big steel bracket relocates the crash mushroom to a place where it can fit through one of the vents on the side of the bike, and then it's engineered to protect the frame and not damage any of the lugs it's hanging off. So there's an extra little brace bar that goes between them, and that's what the foam pads are where it goes on. And obviously full instructions there to tell you how to tighten everything back up when you're finished. Now technically we're supposed to fit the fairing panels before we put these on, but because we're leaving the bike unfaired for it stripped to the dyno, I'm going to put the crash mushrooms on so we're good and protected, and then we'll just simply unbolt this end bit, fairing panels on, put it back on when we're next ready to ride. Pretty easy to fit, to be fair. The hardest bit is obviously taking the fairing panels off, but really nicely engineered, big beautiful brackets. Nothing needed to be modified on the bike, just new engine bolts that are a bit longer on this side, and obviously on the other side to cope with the brackets. Whack those on, simple. Hopefully we never get to use them. Nice.
done. Look at that.
That's more better, right?
Faster, that is. Should we look at that light, see if it works? Now put it back together. Sweet. Glorious.
Done ski. Excellent. So, I think, bro, that's it. Thanks for your help.
No problem.
I won. Just saying.
Oh, my fairing's back on. You're on.
We are, yeah. Kind of don't want to ride it too much because full race system should really be mapped. Should at least go on a dyno to check the fueling's okay. They will self-adapt to a degree, but I'd be happy doing that with the silencer, but we've taken the cat out and everything, so. And we need to unlock all the power. So next job, after the dyno, massive thanks to Performance Parts for sorting the Akrapovic exhaust system. Massive thanks to RNG for sorting the big pile of other goodies that kind of complete the bike. Yeah, next job, dyno, then big road trip at high speed.